Let's go to our sports correspondent, Katie King.
Thanks, Jennifer. Over to the controversy making headlines today. The Seattle Seahawks took on the Green Bay Packers last night. The game was full of hostility with multiple fights between the players on both sides. Packers quarterback Aaron Rodgers was sacked 8 times in the first half. This is the biggest story is the final Hail Mary pass of the game. Seahawks quarterback Russell Wilson threw to Golden Tate in the end zone for the win. Officials ruled Tate scored the touchdown even though he shared possession of the ball with Packers MD Jennings. The Seahawks won 14-12. Fans, players, and coaches around the league are reacting to the controversial play. They're continuing the outrage against the replacement officials who have been officiating all season. Negotiations continue between the NFL and the union referees. Even political figures.
Roger Goodell, bring your guys back now!
Don't ask me a question about the officials, all right?
My hat's off to these officials. They're doing everything they can to do it as well as they can. They have great pride. They're working their tails off. It demonstrates how difficult it is.
Even political figures have something to say about it.
No, I did not think it was a touchdown.
Did you guys watch that Packer game last night? I mean, give me a break. It is time to get the real refs. And you know what? It reminds me of President Obama and the economy. If you can't get it right, it's time to get out.
That was former President Bill Clinton speaking with Piers Morgan and Republican vice presidential candidate Paul Ryan in Ohio. Turning now to baseball news, the Yankees were in Minnesota last night to face the Twins. Nick Swisher started the game with a 2-run homer deep to center field. The Twins tried to come back in the 6th, but a great throw by Curtis Granderson to Russell Martin kept them off the board. Back-to-back home runs by Raul Ibanez and Eric Chavez rounded out the 7th. The Yankees won 6-3. Moving to Citi Field, the Mets took on the Pittsburgh Pirates. Ike Davis was on fire last night. He hit a 2-run homer to left center in the 4th and followed in the 5th with a 3-run homer. The Mets won 6-2. The Mets' star this season has been knuckleball pitcher R.A. Dickey. Last week, Dickey gave a group of students some advice on how to interview athletes. Citi Field's press conference room was much more intimate than usual. R.A. Dickey told the group his strategies when dealing with reporters.
I think one thing that I always try to do from the moment I got here with reporters and people in the clubhouse that wanted information out of me was to tell the truth. I felt like that was important.
Dickey offered advice to the students on what he looks for in a question.
When I get interviewed by a sports writer after a game in spring training, doing a feature, whatever it is, I always pay attention to the question. A lot of people will not. You're better, the people that you interview that will be your better interviews will challenge you in that they will pay attention to what you ask.
Dickey also provided insight into his elusive knuckleball pitch.
It's not a pitch I throw and I want it to spin this way. I mean, I fight against it, and it reminds me of things, and it's a metaphor for other things, and it's so much more than just a pitch to me.
The pitch saved Dickey's career. He is nearing a personal best 19-win season and is also a serious candidate for the National League Cy Young Award. Still, Dickey refuses to let the sport define him.
When I leave the field, it's over. It's over. I have a life outside of this life. I am not my performance. It's what I do. It's not who I am.
Dickey plays for his 20th win Thursday afternoon against the Marlins. That's it for sports. Now back to you, Jennifer.